Block detection for N-scale, no resistors. Wow, watch and find out. Minimal wiring as well.
Welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm your host Greg here at Midsummer Railway N-scale.
I built previously a block detection using Arduinos, but I found that it was very flaky and it didn't always work. And then, in the flood, well, it got destroyed. So, we have a new system. The new system is from Megapoints Controllers. No resistors required. Yes, no resistors. It works in N-scale and it's simple, minimal wiring, flexible and easy to add on to. And they're great to deal with. Here's what I've chosen to use is a System Panel 2, a System Mini Panel 2, a System 2 Stall and Kato, block detection. The beauty of this system is that the panel controllers, be it Mini System 2 panel or System 2 panel, the panels talk to each other via Wi-Fi. Yes, no wires, Wi-Fi. Fantastic. Originally I only had one system panel and one mini panel, but I actually ran out of connections for block detectors. I had miscalculated. So that's when we added the second mini panel 2. This system will integrate with my JMRI. So the first thing I did was went to mosquito.org and downloaded MQTT broker, and I also downloaded an MQTT Explorer. The next thing to do is in your program files you'll find a file called mosquito config. You need to modify this. To modify the file you'll need to be logged in as administrator in Notepad. Now you can see what's on the screen. Remove all that and replace it with the following on the screen. Save and close. Next thing is to go to the firewall and apps to communicate through the firewall. You'll need to allow Mosquito to go through the firewall, tick both boxes and close. Now I'm glossing over this because if you go to Megapoints, has some great videos on how to install it. So I'm just doing very simplistic overview of what you need to do. So above is one of the orders that I got because I did this over several orders because I wasn't sure exactly how much and how I was going to do this. Each system board comes with instructions on how to connect it to Wi-Fi, and the block detection comes with cables as well. Make sure you look at the instructions first. As you can see above is the quick start guide, which allows you to connect the panel to Wi-Fi. Now all the panels, be it a System 2 board or anything else in the System 2 range, are all connected via Wi-Fi. When you've connected it to your Wi-Fi system, you can then go to the web page. So as you can see above is the web page, and for each panel you get a configuration. The System 2 panel has 16 inputs and outputs. The mini panel has 8. Going back to the block diagram, I have 2 system panels, 1 mini panel. I have a Kato, which is also used for other turnouts. It allows you to remotely switch the turnouts. As you can see, this is actually how it's connected. It's connected via Wi-Fi to JMRI. The only real connections you need to make is to the block detector board, the DCC in and then out to the positive of the track, and then the detector goes to the System 2 board. Once you've got this wired up, you can then connect it to the System 2 board. Here we are is the System 2 board, which is on the right, the white board. 12 volts, a regulated power supply is all you need to connect to the boards. My intelligent short circuit breaker, my Arduinos with the DCC++EX board. The white panel is the System 2 board, and all those little cables connecting are the block detection boards. On the opposite side of the layout, the new section, we also have a System 2 and a Mini Panel 2 board and block detections. Yes, it's a mess. I'm still trying to connect it up. Once everything's working and all connected, we then mount it underneath the trackboard. For me, the hardest part was drawing the layout in JMRI because I can't draw. Anyway, so the red areas on the two tracks are the locos. And as you can see, one's started moving off, the other one has started moving off. And as they move around each block, now the block numbers are a bit funny because I had all this set up and realised I'd left out 2 blocks. I had, for whatever reason. Anyway, as you can see, as the train moves through each section of the track, the block detection works brilliantly. Now, this is so simple and so easy to do. As I said, the hardest part was drawing the layout in JMRI. The layout is approximately 6 meters long by 4 meters wide by another 4 meters wide. The depth from front track to back track is between 300 mil and 600 mil. So it's not a huge layout, but it's not a small layout either. And as you can see, the train's passing through. It just was so simple to do. I do have the Kato switch ones, but they're not working properly yet. I haven't worried about it. My main concern is to get this working first, and then to be able to use the block detection to stop any accidents. When my grandkids come, and of course they're wanting to talk and watch, it's sometimes you can lose concentration on where the trains are, and sometimes I have 2 trains on each track. So the idea for me, block detection, is to stop any trains running into each other. I may go further, I may automate some of this. I do already have automated station stops before I put in the new block detection. So I'm not sure how far I'm going to go, whether I will fully automate, whether I'll put signals in or not. I have signals where the stations are to indicate their stop. At this stage, I'm not sure how far and how much I'm going to develop this system. I've got to say, Megapoints Controller system is fantastic. It's reliable, it's easy to put in. I can't highly praise the system enough. Having previously built a system using the Arduinos, it was not reliable. And the other reason why I decided to go Megapoints rather than build it myself is not being able to write the code. Mind you, I can actually modify it to a degree, but I really can't write it from scratch. And so using code that has been in GitHub and other places and other people have used, I find it doesn't always work, and there's always something different, and you spend hours and hours stuffing around in frustration trying to get it working. I just wanted this to get up and running very quickly. And I'm glad I did because it is simple. Megapoint Controller system is easy to configure. I can't highly praise it enough. It is really fantastic. And Megapoints themselves are really great to deal with. I've actually had contact with them and asked them about whether this would work for me in DCC, ++EX, and particularly for N-Scale. Got some great response back from them, some great help. Their videos are very intuitive and very good. As I said, this is only a rough overview, but to let you know, this is easy, it is worthwhile. This is not a paid sponsorship. I have paid for this myself. It's simple, it's quick, and I just want everybody to know what a great little system it is. And it has lots of bits that you can add onto it and is growing all the time and being developed. So that's where I'm at the moment. On the screen at the moment, you are watching the locomotives go around the layout and the block detection showing the position of them. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of Megapoints controllers. It is just an overview and it's not paid. I've paid for this myself. So I want to thank all the new subscribers because there are a few, and thank you to everyone who watches. And if you watch, please subscribe. It's free. Share and tick the like button. That will help the channel. Until next time, keep those model trains on the rails. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.